Hey guys, I'm back with another Webflow tutorial, and I usually don't do these tutorials side by side. I just did one yesterday, I think, or maybe the day before. I usually don't do them as soon, but today I'm super pumped up about something. And I think I was recently, or the last I was pumped up this much about something were the latest Figma updates, and I am extremely pumped up today. And the reason for that is Webflow itself has actually introduced a Figma to Webflow plugin. So obviously there are usually tons of plugins that allow you to do that and stuff along those lines. But Webflow, when an official thing that you're actually transferring the design to has actually gone ahead and invested in the plugin, you can bet your A that it's really awesome, and it is. So what we're going to do here is we're going to run the Figma to Webflow plugin. And this is the plugin, as you can see, it's Figma to Webflow by Webflow Labs, which is amazing. And this plugin actually works amazingly. So I'm going to run it. And it's going to give me some pointers like, hey, whatever, superpower. And then it's going to connect my account, my Webflow account. So if you're logged in, you're going to get a screen like this, where it's going to ask you, which site do you want to connect? And I'm going to connect to our YouTube site. So let's just go ahead and do that. Or if you want, you can create a new site and then connect it to it as well. Once it's connected, it's going to say, okay, it's done. You can now go back. I'm going to go back. Now, this is basically the plugin that we have. You have a bunch of layouts, popularly used layouts like hero heading right, hero stack, hero no image, team circles, gallery, whatever, all of that awesome stuff. And obviously, since this is just a new plugin that they've introduced, I think 2 days back or like a few days back, I saw a video that was 2 days back from Webflow University on this particular plugin. So I'm imagining it's a relatively new plugin. They're going to be definitely adding a lot more content here, in my opinion. So again, this is going to be really awesome. Then they also have a structure. So do you want to create a new page? Do you want to have a container? Do you want to have a heading with 3 columns? Whatever it is, they have this awesome structure as well. And the good thing about it is they're using Flexbox. And since obviously Figma uses Flexbox, Figma does not have grids right now. So they're using Flexbox when you actually use these elements. So I'm going to add a new page. So as you can see, we have our new page here. And now if I want to, let's say, start adding elements, I want to add a navigation to the top. I'm just going to click on it and it's going to add it. Obviously, you need to have your new page selected at the top. You want to have a hero. Maybe I want to have a hero section like this. That's done. Do you want to have some clients, some codes, whatever it is? I don't know. You can go ahead and do that as well. Do you need a feature list? Sure, why not? But maybe the feature list, instead of being on the right, it should be on the left, and then the feature section should be on the right. Maybe something like this. And then we're going to select the new page again. Let's see if there's anything else that you want to add. Maybe testimonials here again, maybe. And then we want to add a footer. So here we have our page done. And obviously I can start customizing these things. I can say that this get started button should be of the primary color. Maybe the border radius should be 12. Similarly, I'm going to go ahead here and just basically apply the same styling, but maybe make this button a bit bigger and make it bold as well. Or maybe the font size should also be bigger. 16 bold. And I'm just doing these quickly. You can obviously tailor them to whatever it is that you want to do. And maybe this button should also be a bit larger. So here we have it. And then maybe I want to add an Unsplash image as well in the middle, just to show you how awesome it is. So maybe an abstract image like this. I think that's going to be fine. Let's go ahead and add a border radius to it as well. And here we have our site. Let's imagine that this is our site. Actually, let me just go ahead and add an SVG logo as well. So I'm going to search for brand fetch. So brand fetch, maybe we want to add a logo here of, let's say, Webflow itself as an example, just to show you how they're doing things. So maybe I'm going to just click on this logo and add it here. Actually, let me just click on it outside, and then it's here, cut it, go here, and then replace it. Obviously, the size is a bit big, so let's just go ahead and actually reduce the height to maybe 48 or even less, 32. So here we have the Webflow logo, we have navigation and all of that funky stuff. So once you have this, you can run the plugin again, and you can basically just export it directly to your site, the site that you've linked. I'm going to go ahead. It's going to ask me, hey, do you want to copy to Webflow? First, choose a Webflow site above. So I'm going to choose my assets YouTube tutorial site. And it's saying group, illustrations, icon, shapes, and SVG will appear SSVG in Webflow, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to copy it, and it's going to obviously generate that copying. It's going to prepare the assets that it needs to copy, and then here's where the magic happens basically, which is amazing. Honestly, I'm blown away by it. And it doesn't really take that much time either. So it's done. I'm going to select the body tag. You can obviously do that by selecting the body tag on the left, and you can just paste it. All I did was Command V. And here we have our site that we created in Figma. Again, the feature section on the right, all of that funky stuff. Like, I mean, isn't that crazy or something? That's freaking amazing. And obviously, they're going to be doing improvements just to make sure that this works really fine. But I think if you in Figma have been using auto layout the way that I've been asking you to, this plugin is going to work really well for you as well. And the awesome part about this is if you're actually using the layouts that they have generated for you, if you press 2, as you can see, we have a navigation, a menu element, and let's just actually publish it to see how this is going to look. So I'm going to publish this selected domain on the webflow.io domain. So let's just go ahead and see how this is working. And it should be published by now, hopefully soon. And it is published. Let's just go ahead and open it. And here we have our site. I mean, isn't this freaking awesome? Like what the hell is going on? I mean, I'm just super pumped up. Apologies for my behavior. Now, as you can see, even this is working. And obviously you can change the styling and everything because this is the base styling and you can do all of that funky stuff. But I mean, this is amazing. It's basically adjusting itself. So if we actually go to the bottom, or have a look at the footer, which has a bunch of content, and it definitely wouldn't work on mobile. If we go here, as you can see, everything automatically vertically aligns itself, and then we have the stacking going on based on the resolution. And I mean, this is freaking insane. So again, this is something that I would definitely recommend you Webflow folks and even Figma folks to check out, to play around. And then obviously, let me know what you think about it. There are definitely limitations. Right now, components don't work as well as you would expect them to, but I'm pretty sure since Webflow has launched this plugin, they're going to be doing a lot more awesome work on it and making sure it's up to the mark. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you in the next video. Do subscribe and do hit the bell icon. Take care. Bye.